here's Mason. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shots.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And look at the big man rumble. Down the left sideline. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. Mason going to get it on 1st down. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Home trips right.
Here's Herbert. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes our score 17-0.
Dicker, the kickoff for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henry. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
They'll run with Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's go. Lion. Hey, Kappa. Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Herbert. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call. They will run forward with Hampton.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Omarion Hampton, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the round is on here in this first half.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-40.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. But if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now Murray. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Murray. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Shotgun now from Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
At the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's studying and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Here's a 2nd and 5. Murray looking to change the play here. Pressure here, and down back at about the 43-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Murray now. They'll try and do this, and the pressure gets to him again. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 24-0 lead already in hand, really no reason to try to do anything too crazy here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete to Johnston here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Quentin Johnston in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the
The
Chargers.
Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing now is Murray. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard
Here's
line.
Murray.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Vikings.
Well, it looks like they'll move things around here. Running left, Mason.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short.
An audible here to get a new look.
They'll run it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. We kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So the fourth down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Murray going to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw, it's Murray.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, electric for me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. But he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Looking to throw. Murray.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And now the comments cite, at least on this drive, a momentary setback, though, for this passing game. that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, again to Jim. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put him on the carpet. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Murray now going to do it himself. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going quickly out to the right side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
They run it with Mason. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Mason taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Stay at home, stay at home. Stay at home, stay at home. You're not. Ready.
Open man, right side. That's McConkey. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this pass broken up. But contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And they work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Hey, easy. OP. Lion.